Hello, hello. This is Aubrey Bursch with Easy School Marketing. I'm excited you're here today. Right now, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why you should stay in your lane, why your school should stay in its lane. Now, I see this all the time. Schools are like looking down the street at the other school. What are they up to? What are they doing? And now that's all fine and good. Like, we should understand our competition and know what people are offering. Sure, absolutely. But where it gets us into trouble is when we're like, here, I'll give an example. There's the school that wants to run radio ads. And I said, why do you want to run radio ads? And they're like, well, the school down the street is running a radio ad. And I said, all right, that's great. Do you know how they're tracking that? And are they seeing success? And their answer was, no, but they're doing it, so we should too. Now, why is this not a good idea? Let's dive in. Reason number 1, you don't know if what that school down the street is doing is successful. No, you don't know. You're just following blindly because you're like, oh, they're jumping on the TikTok bandwagon, or, oh, they're doing, something crazy over here, or, oh, they set up like 5 different parent groups and now they have all these parents working in their school and doing different things, or, oh, they're running radio ads, right? This is all great and good for those schools for trying things, but do you know it's successful? No, you don't. It's not like they're going to share their information with you and say, here's our conversion rate on that. And yeah, we tracked it this way and stuff like that, which takes me to number 2. You don't know how they're tracking it. So even if they were on a meeting with you somewhere and, you're having a collaborative meeting, they might say, oh yeah, we found this very successful. Now, how many of you asked the follow-up question? Like, how are you tracking that? Or what things are you tracking to make it, to know that it's successful? Maybe they're saying it's successful because it engaged 5 alumni that they hadn't heard from in ages. And so that's considered a success for them, right? We all define success in a different way. We all track it differently. And so that, my friends, is key, because what your goals are and what their goals are probably different. I mean, you're different communities. And if they're not tracking what you would be tracking, it's an unknown. So stay in your lane. Don't get sidetracked by them and their potential successes or whatever they're doing. You need to figure out what works for your community, right? And that brings me to number 3. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. They do not have the same resources, staff, talent, money, anything that you have, right? So when we see the school down the street executing X, Y, and Z, and you're like, well, yeah, we should do radio and we should throw some money at that. Okay, do you have the same resources that they do? Probably not. Maybe that's just a tiny drop in their bucket and they have tons of money coming in and their marketing budget is double yours. You don't know. So they don't have the same resources. They don't have the same community either. So that means what worked for their community might not work for yours. Their ideal customer might not be the same as yours. So it's like going apple, orange, apple, orange. So now you see why I get so worked up like this, because I often go in and I'm working with clients and I'm saying, okay, so you chose to do this because the school down the street was doing it. How's that working out? And usually they're like, well, we're not quite sure how it's working out. Okay, that's fine. That's good. We know that now. So ask yourself these questions, like, why am I doing this? Do I have the same community as them? Do I know that it's been successful and I know how they're tracking it? If you can answer, if you know the answers to all those questions and want to try something, go for it. But otherwise, proceed with caution, my friends. I hope this was helpful. I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care.